Alright, welcome back to another video of Davian's phone collection. Today I'm going to be doing my March 2022 phone and tablet collection. I still have about 11 phones and 2 tablets in my collection. The tablet that I am recording on right now is the Samsung Galaxy Tab A, like my other one. It works fine, but it has a bad headphone jack, a malfunctioning touchscreen, and a bad CPU. The phone I'd taken out in my collection was the BlueView Megaon TrackPhone because it has a bad LCD and a bad digitizer, which is malfunctioning and only works on the left and bottom. It's gonna be freaking epic. Now let's get on to the video. Starting off, this is my Pantech Breakout on Verizon. This thing does work perfectly fine and no issues whatsoever. Next up is my Motorola Droid Razr HD on Verizon. It does work fine and no issues whatsoever. Next up is the LG 44OG on TrackPhone. This thing works fine and no issues whatsoever. Next up is my BlackBerry Classic on AT&T. It's cracked on the glass, but it does work fine and no issues whatsoever. Next up is my Motorola Droid Turbo on Verizon. This thing works fine and no issues whatsoever. Next up is my Samsung Convoy 4 on Verizon. This thing works perfectly fine with no issues whatsoever. I have to take the back cover due to it being loose. That sounds like my LG 44OG having a battery low. Next up is my LG Rebel 3 on TrackPhone. This thing works fine and no issues whatsoever, even though the back and camera were both cracked. Next up is the Samsung Galaxy J3 but on TrackPhone, my main phone. It's cracked in the glass, but it does work fine and no issues whatsoever. Next up is the LG Stella 5 on TrackPhone. It does work fine, even though it has a few LCD spots on this side here. And as you can see here, you can see the spots here on the LCD. Next up is my LG K31 Rebel on TrackPhone. This thing works fine and no issues whatsoever. And lastly, for the phones, this is the Alcatel Jitterbug Smart 3 on Lively. It does work perfectly fine and no issues whatsoever. Now let's move on to tablets. Now for the tablets, this is the iPad 1 that works fine, but it has a bad home button. And it only works when pressed hard. And last but not least is the iPad 2. I had to put some tape on before the video started because the other tape was taken off automatically. Anyways, this thing works fine with no issues whatsoever, even though it's cracked. But that's how I got it. Now let's unlock all of my devices. Now that's going to do with me with my March 2022 phone and tablet collection. This is Davian's phone collection. Thank you for watching. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you again in my next video.